And hello there, my beautiful and lovely gamers. My name is Jonal. The favorite weeb that we have here is Genji. He's a big pod, and he has the most flexible and one of the most powerful and fun ultimates in the game, but it's misused. It's one of those ultimates that's it's so powerful, so much so that if you're low elo, a lot of people I've seen this in the forum has complained through ages that they need to nerf Dragonblade. But Dragonblade has a billion counters, and that's the problem. It's an ultimate that needs to be played semi-ly perfect, or else it's fucking useless. And that's why we're gonna cover misconceptions. There's some people that have, I have no clue where these misconceptions come from, but there's people that has misconception about how Dragonblade works, how the animation cancel works. We're gonna cover animation cancel, we're gonna cover Baptiste and other heroes now, how to get more damage out of each swing, how to engage with Dragonblade. Everything will be hopefully covered in this video. Go down the comment section and help people out. So if you have a great tip to how you improve the Dragonblades, how you learn the Dragonblades, tell them down below, or any tips for Genji in general, so we can help out each other. Now, if you want to hire me as a private coach, now that I have summer break, I have plenty of time, so it's 50 euros for a 2-hour session. Doesn't matter if you're bronze or top 500. Hit me up on our Discord community server, and I will be live streaming this coming Friday, the 21st, all the way to Sunday, the 23rd, between like 2 p.m. Norwegian time to 8 p.m. Norwegian time. You can just Google that to translate it over to whatever time zone you live in. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. We will break down VODs. We will do coaching live with some of you guys. We will do Overwatch League probably. All kinds of stuff. If there's enough viewers, we will try maybe to do Guess My SR if that's a thing that we can get set up. In general, I hope to see you on the stream. I will also be playing the game and giving tips and tricks. In general, just having a blast and a good time. So I hope I see you there. Now, without further ado, let's begin. We gotta need a cheat sheet. So here is actually a cheat sheet of every updated ability with the damage boost and so on, Discord and so on, how much the blade does, how much the dash does, and how much the combo of a cut and a dash does together. So we can see Nano Blade, for example, 180 for swing, 75 for dash, and 255 to combo that. This, you can screenshot it. It's going to be for the screen a little bit while. If you like this cheat sheet, I think that I made it look pretty clean, if I got to say so myself. A like on the video helps out the video. And if also, of course, if you like the content, you can subscribe with bell notification. But here we have everything, including the updated version of Zenyatta's Disco Orb, which is 25% now, not 30% damage increase. We got to learn this because your normal blade does 150 and a blade does... a normal blade does 120 and your blade does, on your dash does 50. So in combination of that, that's equal to 170. Meaning, I repeat, you cannot combo an Ana or a Zenyatta because they're 200 health. A cut and a dash with no extra damage, nothing, won't help you kill them. So why do we do that? Some people believe it's because it's faster, that you get the second cut faster. So cut, dash, cut is faster than cut. So the dashing animation kind of cancels something and allows us faster. That's a lie. It doesn't. I have no clue where this information comes from, but it doesn't. Look at the screen. You can't get it faster. Actually, you can get it slower if you fuck it up a little bit. You get it slightly slower. That might be my way of recording it because I can't get it frame by frame in comparison. So the 0.1 so the half a millisecond or something won't do it different. You get the same amount of cuts if you just hold mouse 1, and you don't get more cuts if you dash animation cancel. You don't get the second cut faster or anything like that. That is not why we do it. So we don't do it for damage because again 120 plus 50 is not 200, so that doesn't help. So why do we cut and dash and then cut again on an Ana if we're not nanoed or she's not discord orbed anything? Because if you look at a cheat sheet, as long as they're discord orbed or your damage boost, your bonk or nano, you will one tap with a cut and a dash, and at that point it's much faster because you don't need the second swing. But why do we do it with a regular blade? It is so we move past our target so that they can't damage us. Is to reduce the risk of us getting CC'd or damaged or killed in any form, or just take, get low health or something like that. That's why we do it. So for example, if you play Hanzo, you get engaged, you pull the blade, you cut, dash through the Hanzo. If you have control over it, that means you need to dash on him, not like what I see some gold people when I private coach, where they dash like actually through him, like 13 meters away from him. Like they were on him and now they're 13 meters away from him because they press shift. If you have control over it, you will dash on him or on the side of him so that he needs to do like a 180 rotation to hit you with his shot. So you cut, you dash, and then you 180, and then you cut. That way you reduce the risk of you taking damage. However, if you fuck it up, meaning if there's any like Lucio is there, Brig is there, there can be a Kree in the area. They can whole hog you, they can amp speed, they can Guardian Angel away, they can fade away with Moira, they can do like Soldier can sprint away from you. There's so many heroes that can fuck you up if you waste your dash, because you just wasted your gap closer. So you need to remember that if you do this, you need to make sure that, okay, there's no one around me that will push me away from a target, and my target can't escape me with a movement ability or something similar. That's the most important part, or else you're wasting the blade. And that's why I want to say this. I said this in so many reviews. When I reviewed Water, when I reviewed Shadowburn, I've talked about these pro players, and also when I reviewed my own gameplay. If you're gonna burn your dash as Genji, there needs to be a clear reason behind the usage of that ability. So now you hopefully have the usage of that. If you have any questions, of course, you can come to my live stream and you can ask me a question there, or of course in a private coaching session. Now, besides that, we have your engagements. How do you engage with Genji? Normally, you'll see us dash up into the air, and the reason for that is, one, yes, so we easily spotted by Ana, we can get nanoed. Remember, Anas cannot nano you through the walls, no matter how much you want them to. And also, Mercy can easily Guardian Angel to you and damage boost you that way. But it's also because when we pull the blade, we are very, very vulnerable, so we want to dash up into the air, pull the blade there where we're difficult to hit and where we can't easily get stunned or fucked by the Rhine or anything bullshit like that, and just fall onto the target and then start cutting. What you can also do, what you saw Water do in our breakdown of Water, was on Eichenwald first one, what he did was he just sat on top of the stone bridge and he pulled the blade and he just dropped down on them. You can also do this on Hanamura first point. There is the giant wooden wall. You can, if they're in the choke or passing through the choke as an attack or whatever, if you're up there, you can just pull the blade and just like W off the ledge and just drop straight down on them. There's a billion chokes of this where you can do that without having to burn your first dash to engage. But besides that, the reason that I said we dash through the air is because then we close the gap and can pull the animation up there where we are safe without being stunned, and then we can just fall onto the target and start doing our combos and start killing people. That's the engagement rule, so just remember that you're super vulnerable when you pull the blade. Besides that, we have melee lingering on Genji. Just like Ryan Hammers, if you ever watch OWL, you see Reinhardt actually like toss his mouse across his mouse pad every single time and land a big shatter, because there's melee lingering. The same with quick melee, and everything has this. So with your blade, you have the same, so you can actually hit multiple people by hitting and then moving your blade through multiple targets, because there's a lingering effect on your damage, which is pretty nice. Outside of that, when it comes to Transcendence, which is the biggest stick in the fucking wheel for Genji players, fuck you if you play Zen towards me in ranked. I'm trying to get montage plays here. Trans, how you deal with Trans is quite simple. One, you don't. If they Trans inside their team and you are there and you burned your dash, for example, you cut and then you dash through the Hanzo and now you descend Trans. Well, now you're not going to kill anyone, because the hands are saved by the trance, you're not going to get anything, and you don't have an escape or movement. But if you hold your dash, and you attack someone, and they trance, and there's somebody on a high ground, or super far, or further away from you, and the sand is like in your face, like being like, what up bro, you can't kill shit, then you can only dash away, either up to high ground and easily kill that target, or dash further away and kill the other target. Remember, 120 plus 50 is 170, so if the guy has 200 health and he's taking like 30 damage, so a quick melee from someone, or got hit by really any damage ability, you can normally kill him by hitting him with a dash and cutting him, as long as he's not full health, right? If you're nano, of course, stuff changes. And remember, as soon as a tracer is disco doped or you're damage boosted by anything, you can one-shot the tracer with a standard swing of your sword. So you can't heal something that gets one-shotted. So if there's a tracer in the middle of the trance thinking she's being cool and cocky, just fucking wipe that bitch and just be done with it, because that's super easy kills. Same goes with baby divas. So yeah. Besides that, you can always animation cancel. When you pull the blade by wall climbing, you can animation cancel a little bit, and also gives you a little bit of airtime, so it makes you a little bit more difficult to hit. The same goes when you're sheeting. You can cancel your sheeting animation, which is also a vulnerability for us, by wall climbing. That's also a way that you can do it. Especially the last one is the most commonly used, because again, normally we pull the blade and do something. We normally don't wall climb as we don't want to waste time on the blade. So especially the sheeting animation, cancel is something. So if there's a wall, just do that, and then you can cancel it and faster deflect or do whatever you need to do to protect yourself. You can also cancel deflect with dash. This is just like, there's nothing to do with blade. This is just a general Genji thing. So if you go towards someone, you can pop deflect, For example, if you need to get a little bit closer to the widow when you want to engage her, you can pop deflect so she can't shoot you, cancel it with your dash, and then cut her and kill her. It's an easy way to do so by just canceling that. Besides that, if you meet Baptiste, you can, the way that you normally want to do it, he's most likely going to panic and put down his lamp. So you want to just start melee lingering his lamp and him at the same time. Remember, they are normally so stupid that they pop the lamp at full health. And it's like, okay, thank you, I suppose. So at that point, okay, if you hit him and the lamp, you're bringing down his health while you're removing the lamp. And at that point, he won't be immortal. And when his immortality field is down, he's 40 health, and you can just finish him off with a dash or a cut, depending if you want to overkill or not. The same goes with Brig. Brig can only stun vertically, no, horizontally, so she can't stun upwards. So if you wall climb or if you dash up into the air, pull the blade, and then you're over her as you fall down on her, you can cut her mid-air. Especially you can cancel, you can do a little bit of a double jump if you don't do it up in the air. So you can double jump, actually get a little bit of air time, or you can wall climb, so you're always above her and hitting her. The same if there's crates or anything high ground, you can just stand on high ground and jump around over her and cut down on her. Watch out, you can also dash through her to make sure that she can't stun you. Watch out for the frail, that you don't waste a dash and then she frails you backwards, and then you're super far away, and you're just useless at that point with the blade. But mostly you can do that with her. And when it comes to other supports here, Moira and Fates and so on, just remember, as always, don't waste your dash if they have their abilities. And if you're not sure if Moira has Fate or something like that, the rule is, if you don't know if they don't have the ability, they have the ability for consistency's sake, and that's what we're looking for. Consistency, consistency, consistency. To deal with a phara, because I know a lot of people want to be Pog and want to deal with people mid-air, what you want to do with pharas is normally wait until they have burned their booster, the rocket booster. It has a 10-second cooldown. So as soon as they burn that, let them get a little bit under their peak. That you want to be about like 11 to 13 meters away from you. For those of you who don't know meter system, your dash moves you 15 meters. So you want to be so that your dash is a little bit through them with your dash. So you want to pull the blade, dash up into the air, hit them, then you get a cut on your peak of your dash. And then when you fall down, you get a cut as you're passing them. That's 2 cuts, and the dash is more just a transport system. If you're nanoed, of course, you can pull the blade, dash into them, and just cut them, and then they die immediately. So at that point, you can, of course, do that. The same if you're bungoed, or if she's Discord Orb and she's not getting Mercy healed. Remember, if anyone is getting healed and they're Discord Orb, your cut and dash combo is 212 damage. So if the guy is already getting healed, they will most likely survive your cut dash combo if they're discorded. Maybe even if you're getting mercy damage boost. So at that point, nano boost is like the only way to guarantee a 200 HP hero kill if they're getting pocketed by some support. When it comes to Bastion, believe it or not, it's almost impossible to kill the Bastion with a regular blade if he's self-healing. So just note that blading the Bastion is a lot of time not working if he's getting healed and he's also repairing himself, especially if he's also repairing himself. Because like a solo blade where you're mouse wanting at him, if he's repairing himself, you can barely like you won't kill him alone. So then you need help from your team, or you need to be nanoed or something similar to do it. So at that point, there's a lot of time better to try to kill his support players around him and then hope that your team kills Bastion or something similar, as you won't do a lot of damage as he's in turret form. Another thing with the Phara that I forgot to say, if you go against Pharas, a lot of time, for example, Hanamura first point, the big fucking wall, you can start on high grounds a lot of time, and then she will hover close to the high ground, then you can pull the blade, and then you can cut her as, of course, you are on her level of height. You can also, if you are on these higher altitudes and you need to get higher, of course, you can wall climb up if she's close to the wall and cut her that way. But in personal preference, I've always found it better to just dash, pull the blade, dash through her, cut her on my peak, cut her as I pass. That's the easiest way for at least me to kill her. But of course, that does require some extra mechanics. If you're not comfortable with that, then just learn standard blades and don't bother with Pharas, as again, if you mess that up, you land with no dash and you can't chain it onto more kills, as you didn't kill the Pharaoh, you didn't get your dash reset. Now, besides that, I hope you liked this. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you like the content. And I hope I see you on the stream the 21st to the 23rd. It's going to be really, really cool. And as I said, if you want to hire me as your private coach, it's 50 euros for a 2-hour session. I hope that you guys have a lovely summer break. Please take care of yourselves, stay positive. I love you guys very, very much. My name is Jonal, and you guys keep the enemy in your crosshair.